So the other day walking around my car, I could smell fuel, which is always a bit of a red flag. If you can smell fuel, fuel vapors are very, very flammable. You can risk an explosion, a fire, and it's just not nice stuff to be breathing in. There's certainly health consequences to breathing in fuel, so I certainly wouldn't recommend you do that recreationally. It turned out to be a very, very simple little part. This little rubber O-ring had started to crack and fail. So in this video, we're just going to talk about this O-ring, what it's doing, and how easy it is to change. And really, it's something you should go out and check now, particularly if your car is about 7 years old or older, because these little rubber seals do tend to go over time and start to crack and fail. So this rubber seal is located around the filler cap on the fuel tank. So if you just take your filler cap off and have a look at the existing seal in there, if it's showing signs of becoming brittle, cracking, or there's chunks of it missing, then you've got the same problem that I had, and you can probably also smell fuel around the vehicle, which is quite dangerous really. It's quite a cheap part to buy. I got this one sent to me through the post because the local Aldi didn't actually have any in stock. So maybe it's a common thing that tends to go this time of year, or there's been a run of vehicles that are coming up to needing these to be replaced. But I got this online, it was about £4. And being a rubber ring, it very simply just, you peel off the old rubber ring and you slide this on. So if you're working on the car with the filler cap open, it's best not to use metal tools. The chances of a spark happening are 1 in a million, but if 1 million people watch this video, that would be really nice. Please recommend it to your friends. There's always that chance that one person is going to get a spark, and that's going to cause problems. So you'll notice that in this clip, I'm actually using a wooden knife, a little picnic knife, in order to just prise it off. If you've got decent fingernails, you could probably get the rubber ring off yourself quite easily, but try to avoid using metal, or remove the whole filler cap from the car and work on it away from the fuel tank. So the old one literally just pulls off. The new one, you'll notice it's a solid rubber ring. It's not got the little V groove around the outside that the original equipment manufacturer one has. And I'm told that this will last longer, but just putting it on was quite an easy job. So we'll see how long this lasts in comparison to the original equipment one, and I'll report back. One thing that I've noticed with this solid O-ring that goes around the fuel cap is that it doesn't close like it used to. I can barely get a fraction of a turn, and I'm not particularly happy with that. It felt quite loose when I filled the car up, so I've reordered and I've got one that's got the proper V groove round. So let's just fit that now and see how it fits and how it compares with the solid rubber one. Bear in mind the solid rubber one's been on the car now for about a month, so I was expecting it to soften a little bit and collapse so that I could get that better seal on the fuel tank, but that's just not happened. So it's certainly time to try something else. So thankfully it's much easier to pop that old one off, to slide this one on, and yeah, that feels nice and tight, and you can see that I've done a proper turn on the filler cap, so it actually locks into place now. So I'm much happier with that. It's a very quick thing to check, and I would certainly recommend that you just go out and check. I really want you to keep safe and keep your car in good condition, and this is such a cheap, simple thing. It's something you can all do no matter what your DIY or mechanical skills are. So thanks for watching. Please boot the like button if you found this video useful. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, because we'd love you to stay tuned. And I've lined this video up for you that should help you to get the best out of your car over the long term.